What's going on, guys? This is the One Round Racco. Today we're here with another figure review. Today we have the S.H.Figuarts Majin Vegeta Exclusive Edition. This one was from one of the past Comic-Cons from, I guess, basically a year ago now, or several months. And you either get it in person or they put it up on pre-order online as well, along with the Gohan and Goku figures that I already reviewed. So, of course, I had to snag Majin Vegeta. One great looking figure. It comes with a little bonus I'll explain here in a bit. And just I only have one other Vegeta figure, being the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So I wanted to have more Vegetas, and his Majin form is one of his most iconic, if not arguably his most iconic. It's kind of, there's a good argument to be made there. So I figured, hey, I'll grab it. Let's go ahead and do that. So that's what we have today. Before I show off the figures, show off the box, and as well as I'm showing off the box, we are at 480 subscribers as of recording here. If we can help push towards that 500, I'd really appreciate it. So if you like what you see, leave a like down below and subscribe for more content like this. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Figure reviews, and Beyblades. I really do appreciate it. We're trying to push towards that 500, and we're 20 away from 500. Can we make it here within the next month or two? I'd really appreciate it. It should be easy to do if you guys do come back. Most of my watchers aren't subscribed. So if you find something of worth here and you enjoyed yourself, subscribe. Like the video. You can always take away the subscribe later. If you don't want to be subscribed anymore, you can always unsubscribe. It's free. But if you found some enjoyment today or in the past, please go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And watch till the end of the video for that watch time too. Anyway, we have the box here. Of course, we have what you can do with it, showing his fancy poses, his different faces and what have you. Of course, the aura effect that it comes with. And then just the stylized size of the box. I really like this one because blue is my favorite color. So I think this one just looks sick. I really like it. So again, toss the box aside. Let's get to the figure. Vegeta himself is pretty solid. Mine's nice and stiff, but not like in a bad way. His hair is also catching the glare of the light. He can move pretty well. Like, he can do the full split, front and back. Now, I don't think he can do the full side split. I know a lot of these kind of struggle with that. So he can get almost there. Almost. Nice knees. Nice joint leg. The little ankle joints. No, like, lower calf. But, oh well. He can turn his foot all the way around. Got the toe joint. Nice knee bend. Nice hips. Of course, he can squeeze in, squeeze out. Can't squeeze in too much. But he can lean back pretty well. Got his arms, of course, the nice double joints. Got the swivel up here in the upper bicep. Go here. Got the butterflies that come out real nice. So you can have them like be really roided out, just swole. Look at them veins. Kind of wish I did like a little paint on the veins or whatever. Like it's like something to show like the boy, little like black wash or like little black marks on there. Kind of like the damage marks, kind of like they do around his face. So they did something like that on like the veins on there. I think that would have been a cool touch, but I guess it's not that big a deal. The typical hands, you know, he can look down. Okay, he's not really. Vegeta's so short, he's never really looking down at anyone other than like Krillin, I guess. So he doesn't really need to look down. He can look up all right. Spin the head, all that good stuff. Overall, I like the paintwork on too, because you can see like it's a little whitish here on the lower parts of his pants. I do like the little touch, little shading they add on there. I do like the blue they went with his gi. Mine has a little bit of a like blemish right there just from the mold, but it's no big deal. You can't really see it. I do like the kind of like off-white, grayish gloves and what have you. It looks very show accurate. It looks like they just pulled them right out of the screen. It looks good. Moves pretty well. You can do the. I do wish they did include or this one, kind of like what they did with Gohan, was like the bloodied version. Like the bloodied beat up version. I think that would have been good. I know they can't do that, but if they did like a battle damage version of this one, because I don't think they did that with the initial release of this one, or I don't believe so. I don't think they've done that. Just so you can like properly have Vegeta sacrifice, like have him with the beat up face and the kind of torn gi, so you can have him do the final sacrifice or whatever you want to call it. I think that would have, or final atonement, I think is what most people refer to it as. I think that would have been good, but minor things. You can still probably replicate it just well enough. Well, no, he's all these smirking faces, which I'll show off here now. So Getting into the accessories, we have the typical Vegeta smirking face, you know. The only thing, actually, the only necessary thing missing is he doesn't have the thumb pointing towards his face so he can get his ass beat, but, you know, can't have everything. We have the teeth gritting face with that popping vein up there. Of course, we come with the stoic one in the box, just kind of like the kind of angry face. And this is same face, but like looking off to the side. I don't know why they keep doing that. I mean, I get it, but you know. And then we have like the kind of maniacal laughing, the ha ha ha, evil, I found you, Kakarot, hee hee type thing. He's hitting you with the hee hee ha ha ho ho. And then, as you see, of course, fists on in the box like always. These hands are, we have the open palm blasting hands. He has one for each hand, of course. We have his kind of like a martial arts hands. He's got one for each hand as well. And then one that's only for his right hand, I believe, is his like signature 3-finger blast. He does that a lot in a lot of arts. Like I have a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta shirt around here where he's doing that kind of hand blast pose. But kind of the staple Vegeta hand pose. And then, of course, the big thing why he doesn't have a bunch of other crazy things is he comes with the aura effect, same as the Super Saiyan 2 Goku came with last year. Alright, almost 2 years ago now. Like, I have the Goku one up here. You've probably seen it. If you watch any of my videos, I've used it in the background in some other videos. I used it for the Goku and Gohan Father-Son Kamehameha for the Gohan video I did a little bit ago. But it's the same exact mold, same exact paint and everything. It's the same exact thing. But having more of these I will never complain about having more of these. These are great. I like that it's included. I do want to pick up some of the more colored ones, like the blue or the red ones. That'd be cool too. Or I think Broly came with a green one. That would be cool, but you know. Come and go. I don't have one, so. But it's a good piece. Pretty sturdy. Stands pretty well. These just plug in. They're kind of on like a little ball joint, so you can move them around and maneuver them. So you can slide whatever figure you may be using kind of like right down the middle. And they do, in a silly kind of way, help hold the figure in place. Like here, if I do it like this, since Vegeta's not necessarily heavy, I can kind of, not the greatest, but I can kind of have him like floating in the air. You see, like I can make it look like he's flying or like he's charging up in the air as I pop his foot off. That foot I keep popping off. I don't know why. It's the second time I've done that. I did it before the review as well. Snap back on. Yeah. But you can kind of have them like, almost, you can kind of cheat it where they're flying a bit. Like oh, he's off the ground. Oh. So you can kind of do it. Now, as for comparisons, the first one I'm going to go to is with the main one you'd think of is the Mr. Screaming Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku here. Because they were released the same way. They were both event exclusives or exclusive editions, whatever you want to call them. And they both came with the aura effect. But they decided to do 2 different hairs. Like this one's like the more yellowish, like it's glossy, but it's the more kind of like matte or dull yellow instead of the straight like shiny gold. Whereas this one is like straight up just shiny gold, almost metallic, or yeah, I guess you could say it's metallic gold. Or this one's kind of more like you take this Goku's like kind of like not diluted, but muted yellow. Is it diluted? That kind of like softer, almost whitish yellow, and you make it shiny, and you get this Goku's hair. Whereas Vegeta is a straight up like metallic yellow, which I don't hate. I actually like this hair a lot. I don't mind it. I just don't know why they would do it like this, where they're meant to be, you know, paired together. It's Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta. They're supposed to clash and fight. Like, that's iconic. Their fight from the Buu saga was, one awoke Buu, but also, like, one of the fights people go to a lot as their favorite fight of the series. But why would you make their hairs different? Excuse me. I think it's probably like an oversight, or they want to do it fancier, make it different. I guess I get that. But for figures that are supposed to kind of go together, I can understand why they did it for Gohan Super Saiyan 2. Like, he's his own thing, kind of, and he was kind of glowing and cool. That's fine. But also doing it on Vegeta, it's either you make them both like this, or you do 1 and 1. I get they probably wouldn't do one has one colored hair and one has the other, because Gohan and Vegeta in this instance are technically a set as well too, because they're the same kind of wave, if you will. But it is a little annoying that hairs don't match. It doesn't bother me that much, and when I'm posing them, it's not going to really bother me. I won't care. But I do think it's kind of a missed opportunity. They should have just made them the same kind of gold. But, you know, whatever. As for other comparisons, I have the Gundam Universe Aerial Gundam here. And, of course, Vegeta being as short as it can be is actually tinier than Aerial. But, I mean, if you want him to fighting a giant robot, you can. And then here's the Lightning Collection Lunar Wolf Ranger. About the same thing. Vegeta comes up to about his chest, you know. About mid-chest or so. Not including the hair. We're just talking about his face. And then the only other Vegeta figure I have is the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Arguably his other super iconic look, because he never got Super Saiyan 3. But he got 4. He cheated. He had the silly ray gun that gave him monkey powers. But they're about the same in height. I think actually Majin Vegeta's hair wins out being a little bit taller by just a touch. If I stand them both straight up. Yeah, I think Majin Vegeta's hair wins out just by, but his is more like all over the place in rock star style, while this one's a bit shorter. Or this one's just straight up like tall and spiky, as you know, the classic Super Saiyan look goes. But overall, I like this figure a lot. Again, my only real complaint is the differing hair for his compatriots, so it's going to look a little clashing when they're posed up next to each other, but it's not that big a deal. I still think it's a solid Vegeta figure of, again, this foot just keeps popping off. Maybe my other complaint is that his right foot just doesn't want to stay on. Let's just snap that back on. But overall, it's a solid figure. I like how it looks, and it's one of his most iconic looks, if not his most iconic look in the series. So it's worth picking up if you haven't already. Wouldn't doubt these are getting kind of pricey now because they were the exclusive editions. You had to pre-order them through P Bandai, so that might be kind of expensive now. We'll see. And also, now that I'm thinking about it, if you stayed to the end of the video, you probably have already heard that Akira Toriyama passed on the 1st of March. It is now the 9th, technically, but we found out on the 7th/8th, like kind of at night. So this is my short little thank you to Akira Toriyama. I wouldn't be here playing with these figures if you weren't so influential. I can't say it. Influential, whatever. If you weren't the GOAT, the granddaddy is shown in, like, you can hate Dragon Ball all you want, but the influences are there. It was and still is a worldwide phenomenon, and many manga writers, like your favorites, probably wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for Akira Toriyama. So I'll get a proper thank you in a different video what's coming up probably later this month when I get a certain figure. But thank you, Akira Toriyama. Thank you for everything. May you rest in peace. Condolences to your family. Thank you for everything. And hopefully your legacy will live on forever, because it's kind of hard to forget you. If you like what you see, leave a like down below and subscribe for more content like this, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Figure reviews. And I've been the one, Round Raiko. Love you guys. We'll see you later.